Welcome to Troll Headquarters. Let's get started. Come to lie down on your mat. Knees up, feet flat on the floor.
Arms alongside your body. You can move your knees side to side, find more length on either of your side bodies. Use movement to find your connection with the mat beneath you. Feel the whole of the sole of your feet on the mat. Bring your hands to your belly. Starting by breathing into your belly here. So inhale, let your belly fill up with air, and exhale, let it go. We'll take a few conscious breaths right here before we begin core work. And then that idea of really respecting this body on the mat, respecting your core, respecting that inner troll and its desires and the things that it's trying to tell you. Do a body scan here. Start at your feet and see if you can just bring a little relaxation into your feet and your toes, your ankles, your knees, your femur bones where they rest in your hip sockets, your pelvic bowl. Find a little ease in your lower back. Feel its arch away from the spine, away from the floor, excuse me. Your shoulder blades on the floor. See if you could relax your shoulders down a little bit more, letting go of anything that you're holding in your shoulders, your throat. Feel the weight of your head on the floor. Relax the features of your face. See if you can find relaxation around your eyes, your eyebrows. See if you can find your optic nerve, so that space, that place at the back of your eyeball, and bring a little relaxation right there in your optic nerve. And relax your brow. And actually, I'm going to do something that I got from Renee. So rub your hands together, bring your hands together and rub them until you feel the heat building in your hands. And then bring your hands to your eyes. And just start by feeling that warmth sink into your eyes and your eyeballs. Let your muscles relax around your eyes. And then you can find a little cup with your hands and cup all the light out and open your eyes behind your palms. And just notice the looking without actually seeing. Like, does that bring awareness to the technical aspect of looking, even though your eyes are covered, your hands are covering your eyes? And then you can close your eyes again, let go, bring your hands away, and then open them and find a spot on the ceiling. And that will be your drishti for core work. And we're going to go right into some core work. So your next breath here, on your exhale, really anchor your lower ribs down to the floor. And then continue to breathing. So your inhale fills you up with air, and exhale, anchor your lower ribs down. Find a little scoop in your lower spine, in your tailbone. And so we want to find that contact, as much contact as possible between your low back and the mat. Bring your hands and release your fingers and bring them behind your head. You can give yourself a little neck massage here. And notice any tightness or any tenderness in your neck. And make a promise to yourself that we're going to do this core work without crunching, without tension in your neck. So just an awareness of your neck as you go, no crunching. And we're going to lift, so you lift your head and your neck straight up towards that point right above your eyes that you picked as your drishti. So let's just try that here. So anchoring ribs down, inhale, and exhale, lift your nose towards the ceiling and hold. Let's stay right here, keeping contact of the back to the earth, breathing, and your nose is lifting straight up. No crunch. Arms, elbows are wide. Starting to work the core, feeling that abdominal wall engage. Breathe. Let's hold here for 3. Lower down in 2 and 1. And let go. Respect for the belly. Just notice any heat that's building in the body. And we'll do that again. So inhale here, lengthen. Breathe into your spine. And exhale, lower ribs down, nose to the ceiling. Option 2, lift your knees. Just take your time here. You can lift one leg and the other so you find this parallel to the floor with your shins. Your tailbone is lifting up. No need to do this if this is too much for your core. You can come down. Let's make a practice here of really staying present and staying aware of the core, letting this build energy, build heat in your body. So stay right here. Take 3 more breaths. And then lower down. You can let your feet touch the floor. Rock your knees side to side. Find a little relief, a little ease. Okay, one more time. So lifting feet and finding parallel with your shins. Pick your head and your shoulders up. Gaze at the ceiling. Find that drishti. Notice what happens when you lift your chin away from your chest. And then let's turn. So you're finding a little twist here. Turn and gaze towards your left. Right leg goes long. Come back to center. Turn and gaze to the right. Little twist. Come back to center. So your elbow is still pointing at the ceiling. Finding a little movement here, noticing what that does. Go back and forth. So how does the movement change your experience of this core? What is your inner voice saying to you right now? So respect for the inner voice. Opposite leg. Use your breath. Let's keep going for 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're finished out on both sides. Bring your head down, your feet can come down, hands can come to your belly. Bring your right leg up and over your left. We can take a moment and find a little hip stretch here, letting that feel good by wiggling around. And then let your knee fall over to the left side. So right knee falls over to the left. You're finding You might have to wiggle around on the mat to find the middle of the mat. Bring your hands behind your head. We're gonna do lifting our nose towards the ceiling here. So finding the side body strengthening. A drishti, reaching your nose up to a drishti using your exhale. And lower. So letting this feel strong, feel different. Noticing what that brings up. So strengthening these muscles can really make a difference with how your back feels in everyday life. So I'm bringing the core in because I've been having back pain, and I know that having a strong core will make a difference. So I'm doing it for you too, like it or not. Let your troll be here in this moment. Okay. Let go of that action. Bring your knees up to the center. Bring your left knee over the right. Start by finding that little bit of hip stretch. Enjoy it. And then move your hips over to the left a little further and let your knees fall to the right. Hands behind your head. Find your drishti. And then lift and lower using your breath. Notice any difference from side to side. We're not crunching, we're lifting straight for the ceiling. How does that feel to lift your chin away from your chest? You might find more awareness of your abdominal wall. And you can think of this even as pranayama work. So working with your breath, keeping your movement and breath connected. Awareness of even your pelvic floor here. So let's stay here for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center and unwind. Bring your knees into your chest, making more contact with the floor. Relaxing your shoulders. And then one final thing here, we're gonna bring our feet together, let your knees come out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Interlace your fingers, bring them behind your head. Find a little scoop in your tailbone. So if this is at all uncomfortable, you can change where your feet are, moving them away from your body. So really honor your body as your first teacher here. Honor your troll as your first teacher here, but you have to, take it with a grain of salt, whatever your troll is saying to you. And then scoop your tailbone, use your breath, exhale to lift. Inhale low. Make this a little bit like a breath work. You can let this be as fast as you like or slow. And lift your nose straight up so your chin is away from your chest and you're not crunching. You're lifting up, but make it a connection with your core, pulling your core in and down. I can't hear you, so you can make as much sound or as little sound as you want. And you can think of this area of your belly as you do this as there's an X through this area of your belly, and you're making the X smaller. You're pulling your navel in towards your spine, making the X smaller. So let's do 3 more. And then let that go. Reach your arms out long, your legs out long. Find a long body stretch. Big breath into your belly. Big breath out. Draw your knees in. We're gonna rock and roll we'll rock side to side for a minute to get a little low back massage. And then walk the length of your spine. We're gonna come to seated this way, so do it as many times as you like. Or get up however you like. You can use this as a getting up to the seated practice. And let's come to, we're gonna go straight into downward dog here. So turn your toes under, find your way to down dog. Inch into down dog. So, notice your feet. Use the feet on the floor as a little massage. Awareness of the feet here. And then we'll come forward to high plank. Connection to the core as you do this. And then come back to down dog. We're going to do this a few times. So come forward to high plank. And come back to down dog. One more time. Forward to high plank. Come back to down dog. Option always to do this in your own way. So this time we're going to come forward to high plank and we're going to do a few slow mountain climbers. So bending one knee, stepping back, bending the other knee, stepping back. Let's do this for a few steps. Pay attention to your core, bringing your tummy up and in, pressing into your hands, the whole of your hands, finding that hollow back. Let's do this for 3. We'll find our way to child's pose in 2 and 1. Bring your knees out wide. Come down, child's pose. So check in, respect. What's going on here? Love of body and soul. A few big breaths right there. Stay and breathe. Is there anything your body needs right now? So ask yourself, ask your body. And then when you're ready, let's come back to tabletop. And we'll do some cat and cows. So cat and cows with some interest. We did the core work. Interested in how that engagement changes our body, how it changes our attention in our body, our energy level. So doing this on your own breath. Exhale into cat, inhale into cow. Starting from your tailbone, letting your tailbone be the impetus where this whole movement comes from. Really check in. One more time through both sides. Turn your toes under. Find your way to down dog.